do the waist part. We haven't really touched the waist area. So we are now going to redo this, what we did in the beginning, the treble crochet and the 6 double crochets. So chain 3, turn your work. So this is going to be our first double crochet of the 6 rows. So here you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 3. This is like our first double crochet. If you remember in the beginning, chain 2. Then we're going to put treble crochets in these spaces that we've just skipped, these ones. So chain 5, the 3 is our first double crochet, the 2 extra chains is our chain of 2. So wrap up your yarn twice on your hook and do 7 treble crochets in this space. 1, like this, if you remember how to do it. Then wrap twice, put the second one, 2, 3, then wrap twice, pull up the yarn, then again pull up the yarn, and then these are 3, 1, 4, pull up the yarn, and again and again. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have 2 more to go. 1, 2, 3, then one last one. 1, 2, 3. So these are 7 trebles, you see. So continue, chain 1, 2, skip 4 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, come in the 5th loop, put 2 double crochets in the very first loop, and another like this in the 5th loop. Then put 3, 4, and another 2 double crochet to make them 6, like this. Then chain 2 and do another set of treble crochets. Wrap your yarn twice on your hook, pull up the yarn, pass, then another and another. That's our treble crochet. Wrap twice until you have 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more to go, 6, 7, like that. So if you remember how we started, you will realize that we are repeating now this same process. So I'm going to show you like 2, 3 rows, then you can do the rest on your own until you have the length of your choice, whether knee length, whether maxi length, whether just mini skirt, any of your choice. So after this, after the treble crochet, again do chain of 2, skip 4 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, come in the 5th, put 2 double crochets, then put a double crochet in the next, and another in the next loop, and then 2 double crochet in the next loop. So these are 6. Then chain 2, then 2 treble crochets in this space. So I'm going to continue doing the same thing. I'll meet you back here. So I've come to the end of my row. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You remember we started with a chain of 3 and added 2. The 3 will be our first double crochet, like so we have to add more 5 to make it 6. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Come in the 5th loop, this, put 2 double crochets, like this, then put 1 double crochet and another 1 double crochet, and come in this loop and add another to make them 6. Then 1, 2, 3 and slip stitch like this. So this is it. See? So from here we're going to repeat the same steps. Going to reduce. Remember, from 6 we kept reducing to 4, then to 1, to 2, then we started an increase. So it's the same thing we're going to do this side. We're going to first do a decrease before we do an increase. So I need 4 of these, so I want to start from here. I'm going to turn my work and slip stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch in this, in the second loop or the second double crochet, then chain 3. This is your first double crochet, then continue to the second to make the second double crochet, then the third, and then the fourth, like this. Then chain 2. Then you remember, whenever after the treble crochets we started doing double crochets in here with a chain 1 space. So after chaining 2, come in this space, put a double crochet, chain 1, put another double crochet, chain 1, like that, until you have 7, if you remember. So we are doing a new pineapple. Like this. Then after chain 2, come in the second loop and do a double crochet to a total of 4, 2, 3, 4, like this. So this is what we're doing here. So you continue, chain 2, do a double crochet with a chain space, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Chain 1. So it's the same. Continue then until you have the length of your choice. So I'm going to show you like one more row, then I'll after show you how to do the waist. You can do it as long as you want, the length of your choice. You can add a slit if you want. You can make it max, knee length, any. So I have reached the end of the row. I'm going to chain 2 and then slip stitch 1, 2, 3 in the third loop. Put a slip stitch. So our second row, we are going to do 2 of these, just like we did here. After this we did 2, so our second we're going to do 2. So since I did a slip stitch before turning, I'm going to slip stitch again like this, then do 1 2 3, turn my work, turn your work. So this is our first double crochet. There's another double crochet we shall finish up with here. So after 3, chain 2, then we are going to do single crochet in the middle of our chain space between our double crochets, then chain 3, then single crochet, chain 3, put another single crochet until you have a total of 5. If you remember, chain 3, put a single crochet, chain 3, put a single crochet, chain 3, put a single crochet like this. So after that, chain 2, 1 2, put a double crochet in the second loop, skip this one, go to the second, put a double crochet, then go to the next with a double crochet like that. Then chain 2, 1 2, put a single crochet in the center of our first double crochet, the second, chain 3. So you're going to do this again like we did. The same process we did here is what we're going to do, to keep doing until you have the length of your crochet. You have to continue, then add increases. After increases, repeat the same process fresh until you have the length of your choice. So I'm at the end. After chaining 2, you can put a double crochet here and slip stitch. Slip stitch. Then you're going to chain 3, turn your work, and do another double crochet, make them 2, then chain 2, then do a single crochet, chain 3, do a single crochet. This time around this will be 4. So this is what we are repeating. After this, you on this, you keep repeating until they're reduced to 1, then you put this, then you continue. As long as you remember how to do this, then it's the same thing. You will continue, repeat, repeat, repeat until you have the length. So I'm going to continue with mine, then I'm going to show you how to do the waist area. So I'm going to show you how to do the waist area of your skirt. Get your yarn, make a loop. So come to where you started from in the beginning. We're going to use this center spaces. The yarn and chain 3. 1 2 3. So you're going to continue with double crochets in the chain spaces. Not chain spaces, in between your single crochets that you did in the beginning. Put double crochets like this. So continue doing that until the end. I'll meet you around here. So I'm at the end of my double crochets, in between the half double crochets I made in the beginning. So I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, so we are going to be doing front post and back post double crochets to make our waist. So I don't know, most of you are familiar with it. Those who are not familiar, I'm going to try to be as slow as possible, but I'm really bad at that. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. This is like our first double crochet. So the second double crochet we are going to use behind to pass through the back. Wrap up your yarn. Instead of going here or doing this, come at the back, pass your hook like this, pull up the yarn like this. From the back, do your double crochet. That's the back post double crochet. Then we are now going to do the front post double crochet. Wrap up your yarn. This time pass in between from the front with a double crochet like that. The next one, pass through the back, just in between across the double crochet from the back, do a double crochet, then do it in front like this, like between, like that, like this. So continue doing this until the end. You pass in the back, then you pass at the front. One at the back, one at the front, one at the back, one at the front, all through. Just across, not in the loops, but in between the double crochet that you made. So, like this. So I'm going to show you the final round after I've reached this. So find you there, meet you there. So I've reached the end of my front post and back post double crochets. Then you reach here, slip stitch through to join it together. So this is how your waist part should look like, you see. So after this, you're going to make a chain, a long chain that you're going to pass through. You see, you're going to pass through here. You just have to do this, do this, do this, and pull it through. Let me say this is my chain. You pull it through all around so that you can be able to adjust your waist like this. You can be able to adjust your waist, you know. So I can't continue. I'm running out of yarn. I won't say, I would love to finish with you guys, but I don't want to make the video also too long.